Hello, this is Zeke777, and today we have something a little interesting, something a little different from our usual episodes. We're gonna kind of explore some what-if scenarios. So behind me here is a brand new world, and this world is very temporary. This is just going to exist for this episode, but we are going to have some fun here. And of course, to start off in this world, we're going to do game mode creative. This is going to be kind of a testing world for some interesting things that probably won't make it to the actual game. We have a very important change, and that change is we can make spells that have unlimited glyphs. So I think this mountain is actually exactly perfect for our starting thing here. Oh look, a village, perfect. Village, I don't really apologize because I'm still going to be doing this. We are going to grab a Archmage spellbook, and we're also going to grab a creative spellbook. The reason for that is the regular spellbook here, in fact, let me grab, I want a numeric. Oh, I thought I grabbed instrumentum. Okay, now we are back. We're going to go ahead and type in numeric once again, and this time it'll actually work. The charm of numeric mana. Do I have the ability? Perfect, I do. So I haven't really used creative mode too much, but I want the charm of numeric mana because it'll show us how much mana we have. Now with a creative spellbook, we can do pretty much anything we'd like, and it'll just always cast. Notice there's a new thing here. The Archmage spellbook, though, is going to be more for testing out how these actually are going to be useful in survival with not unlimited mana. So, yeah, like in creative, I can just, create an explosion spell and just destroy this entire village, which I fully intend to do. But you can't really do that with a standard spellbook because, well, I don't have 10,000 mana. So, first off, we just want to kind of do a quick test here of let's just see what happens if I do exactly what I just said. Explosion, let's add a couple amplifies. You can see it's turned red down here, which means we don't actually have enough mana to cast this, but we're not too concerned about that. We have this fancy new little arrow right here, which allows us to, oh, I thought I'd do 10 at a time, okay? Just add a whole bunch more of these. Whole bunch more. Perfect, that's probably good. How many is that? That is, I don't know. But this village, that water's gonna make this not work as well. Yeah, we can do that now. Okay. Well, now that we've got that out of our system, let's get into some of the more interesting spells that we can do with this. So for our first spell, because I'm not really going to be including the, big explosion thing, because that's kind of boring. We can do better. First spell is going to be inspired by Direwolf 20. So we're going to start with Underfoot and Conjure Train, and I'm going to have 8 AoEs here, which, as you may know, that is a 9x9. We're not done yet. Next up, this is kind of a test. I don't know if this is actually going to work. So we're going to do Conjure Mage Block, and we're going to do 3 duration downs, because I don't actually want the Mage Block here. And for that, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think that one needs 3 pierce, 2, 3. And last but not least, let's do another Conjure Train. We're going to amplify this one though to turn it into some cobblestone, because of course the 9x9 has to be, cobblestone. We want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we've got 8 of those. That's a 9x9 as well. And let's do 1, 2, 3, and 4 pierce. Hit create. And I'll be honest, I don't know if this is actually going to work. So we're going to go back into creative. Game mode, creative. Because I actually want to be up in the air when I cast this. Let's see if it works. Almost. So close. Okay, what went wrong? Did that go 2 blocks this direction? No. Oh, yes, I see what went wrong. We actually need 1 more AoE on this last one here. There we go. So close, so close. I almost had it. So basically, this is an instant 9x9. Now, I did want to have a light in here as well, but I think that won't actually work. Maybe I could do, if I put a delay on here, so our mage block has then gone away. Let's get a delay and conjure light. That might actually work. So let's break out of here. And nope, guess not. So the problem is that there's going to be a dirt block here underneath here, and the underfoot is going to be targeting specifically this block. Oh, look, a light. Interesting. Close. But as you can see, the addition of effectively unlimited glyphs allows you to do kind of some interesting things here, such as being able to make an instant 9x9. So, die roll of 20, here you go. No need to do much of anything, just kind of walk around. There we go, we can expand it a little bit as well. Yeah, kind of a fun little spell. Let's see what else we can do. So this next spell, I haven't even used the additional glyph slots yet. We have Projectile Burst, which is a new shape that we have. A bunch of AoE, Conjure Terrain, and I didn't want an AoE there. Do I want? No. Okay. So if is that actually a bug? Because that went to... Interesting. Bailey, we got a bug. I don't want mage block there. Great. It seems to be taking the glyphs from the previous slot, so we'll see if that does anything here. But this is something I wanted to test anyway. Invalid spell. You guys all just saw me make that, right? Like it's here. Okay. Projectile and burst and a whole bunch of AoE and dirt. Great. Cool. That didn't work. Do you need to be sensitive? Yes, you do. Cool. We can make a giant ball of dirt now, which means we can do some fun things for terraforming. That's something I wanted to test, but of course, this being this pack, we could easily add in, 30 more AoE if we'd like. We're not going to do that, though. We're going to see what else we can do with this that might be a little more interesting. Well, it has been a few days and I've been trying to think of extra things I can do with this. So the next thing I want to try is something that I can do already with a few runes, but I want to try to make a smelt rune that uses just a single rune that does everything from smelting to picking up the items at the end. So let's see, we need touch smelt. It does 4, I think plus 4 per each of these, so 4, 8, 12, 16. I'm just going to do a whole bunch of these. Wrong button. Let's go to this button. That's probably enough. And let's throw a pickup on the end here. I want to see if this is going to work. I don't actually know if it will or not. Pickup fluid, place block. I want... It's called item pickup, isn't it? EFG. Where are you? Invisibility. Item pickup. Okay, create. So let's call you smelt. Create. And I don't know if it'll work. Let's grab ourselves a chest. Thank you. And let's grab ourselves some blocks that we can do some testing with. I'm going to do a few stacks. Put a chest right there, and let's see if this works. Oh, almost forgot, we probably want some chalk as well so that we can do more than one of these. Okay, put you there, and we also need a jar. Creative source jar, that should work. Okay, so let's see if it works. Really? I'm off by 1. Okay, so that actually is pretty darn close to working properly. We do, however, as mentioned, need an extra pierce. Because of course we do. Off by 1. Considering I didn't count, not too bad. Okay, so let's set you back to being that again and toss you in. Perfect. So let's do one more test. Toss you in. Toss you in. 64. Awesome. So with this infinite glyph thing, you are able to make a single rune smelt thing. That's actually pretty useful. And for those of you paying attention at home, that is smelt with 15 pierces on there to get the full item stack. I guess by sheer luck, 14 was off by 4, so pierce 15. Okay, so this one just came to me while looking at this mountain. Looking here, there's some coal over there, and iron is kind of scattered all around, but fairly close together. So that made me think, we've got chaining from too many glyphs here. If I add a whole bunch of pierces so it's able to jump a lot between blocks, I wonder if this will work. So I'm going to go ahead and clear this so we can actually see it. Did I do this in this book? I need to remember which book I'm using here. Let's start over here. Not too bad. That gave us a stack and a quarter. I meant to actually stick extract on here as well. Here we go. In fact, we should add a few more pierces. We had 17, 18, 19, 20 is a nice round number. And I would like break, which is alphabetical order still, break, and extract, and item pickup. Okay, so this is now 20 pierces instead of 17. And with extract on there, we should get a better idea of exactly how many of these we're actually getting. Stack and a quarter. Not too bad. It didn't actually reach down here, but it still got me a whole bunch. If I get rid of these, just to test once more, stack and a quarter. Okay, not too bad. It looks like that actually works pretty well for extracting all of the ore out of a mountain like this. I do wonder if we can use this on diamonds further down, though that might be pretty useful too. So I am curious if this is actually going to even work. So I grabbed myself deep slate diamond ore. I want to see if I can then basically chain to all the others around here. Let's see how many we get. Stack and a quarter. That is actually not too bad. So basically, if you can find one, and you've got this spell here with the 20 piercing, then you would be able to get a whole bunch of them. I wonder if I can do that again. Not too bad. And that's it. Okay, so yeah, that was a quick way to get 2.5 stacks of diamond ore without having to go anywhere except for finding a single one to begin with. That is pretty awesome. While I'm down here, that gives me another idea for a spell I've wanted to try for a while, but haven't really been able to make before. For a while now, I've been wanting to have a mining spell that will basically just light up the entire tunnel for me. So similar to what I used to get down to this actual, bedrock area, I've got projectile, pierce, 5 pierces should make it go 6 times, conjure mage light, so it'll conjure a mage light on each time it breaks things. Amplify, because, we might as well actually have an amplified light here. And let's do break 2 AoE. Actually, scoot over 2 AoE, so it's a 3x3 tunnel. Let's go ahead and add... so right now it's going to break 1 times 6. So if this is 2 deep, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's 9 pierces, so it'll break 10 blocks. And place a light at each of those. So we've got break. Let's do an extract on here. I'm not going to bother with pickup because, to be honest, if I'm breaking this many blocks in a row, the pickup isn't actually going to reach it. So let's go ahead and call this tunnel bore. Create. And let's go ahead and see how well this works. While we're at it, I'm going to make a quick spell parchment of it. One of the things is we still have an issue where it seems to be overwriting some of the spells, so this will give me a way so I can at least come back to what I've already made. Go ahead and break you. We are still in creative mode, so it doesn't really matter. In fact, what we're going to do here is we're going to grab a prism real quick. The reason we're going to grab a prism is because it is important that when making this spell, we're firing in a straight line. Basically, if I'm off by just a little bit, it's going to make the whole tunnel move. So by shooting it into a prism here, we should be able to have it go nice and straight. 4, 5, 6. There we go. So it creates this nice little tunnel here with a light every 10 blocks. Not too bad. I do wish I put one at the end here, though. But yeah, that's not too bad for a nice tunnel bore. Well, I'm sure we can probably think of some more fun and unique spells here. Just mining spells like what we have done before. But I think we're going to call this for an episode here, and I wanted to actually extend an invitation to all of you. On Discord right now, we actually have a bit of a contest going on to see who can come up with the most creative use of infinite glyphs. We can use either creative book or whatever book, it doesn't really matter. We just want to see what are some unique combinations of spells that would perhaps warrant this actually being added to the game properly. Right now it's just sort of a little temporary jar that we made basically just to see what you could do with it. So we wanted to get some reasons for why this might actually be useful. So if you can think of any fun spells, so let us know in the comments below or on Discord if you have any fun creative uses of infinite glyphs. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye bye.